leads unto your God. March on, Bahamaland.
Welcome to the Bahamas.
Team Bahamas.
It's better in the Bahamas.
Few tournaments have been staged in more beautiful surroundings than the 2017 Beach Soccer World Cup. The Bahamas capital, Nassau, became the first Caribbean island city to host a FIFA event, an historic moment for the island and its players.
It means a lot to the Bahamian people, you know. I mean, most of us never dream of playing in the World Cup, you know. Our Bahamian people never dream of, you know, bringing such a world stage event like that, like the World Cup. You know, the World Cup is not just, you know, for people who know about soccer, it's not just an event, you know. It's one in a lifetime opportunity. It's a world stage event. Most countries don't get it.
For a little country, we have progressive big. We started here in 2009 with portable goals, and we didn't have nowhere to train, like no stadium, so this is where we came and played and trained and worked hard. From here, we got stadium now. We found places to train before. We have our own practice pitch at our Waki, and it's been a great progress.
One of the Bahamas' standout players, Leslie Saffler, was the nation's top scorer in qualifying. A beach soccer star, Saffler is the Bahamas' 11-a-side captain as well.
I fell in love with grass at first, but then again, you know, it's always good to try a new sport. So we were chose upon to try a new thing for our country, so we all fell in love with it, and me, I definitely fell in love with beach soccer. The main differences are in grass there is 11, beach soccer is only 5. In grass you only have three subs. Beach soccer you have unlimited sub, so you can go in and out. If you got a foul, you get a free kick at the goal for beach soccer, and for grass you have to build a wall and stuff like that. So everything is just different. It's not dribbling on the sand, it's totally different. This location is where I started playing soccer, you know. Went to school, lived right down the street. Every after school, I come here and play with the big guys and go home and just get in trouble.
We are just outside in the back of Straw Market. If you look over on the next side, that's where the cruise ship are.
Can go in here. Might find some people I know. Just say hi to the camera. She's kind of shy. Everything you see here is from the Bahamas.
Where you all from?
Bahamas.
Yeah.
You're still supposed to wear the colors.
That's right.
That's
You
right.
see when I asked you all?
Yeah.
Where you all from? Like, why didn't see when I
If you all had on the color, we would have known right off the top.
Yeah.
That's our boys.
This was the first appearance by the Bahamas at any FIFA tournament.
I fell in love with the game, you know, as growing up, you know, kicking, you know, a little tennis ball, you know, oranges, you know, just something to do on the daytime after school, you know. I always believed that, you know, I would make the team to play in the World Cup, you know. And the coach always used to say, you gotta believe, and then I always just tell him, I said, I will do the work. I will do the work once you give me a chance, and then I won't let you down. My father didn't want me to play soccer, you know, because I always used to come home late, you know, and still get in trouble. And I told him one day, I sat down and told my mom one day, I said, one day you're gonna be watching me on TV, you know, or you're gonna be watching me live. Here it is now, you know, scoring 2 goals in the World Cup, you know. It's amazing.
Defeats to Switzerland and Senegal meant the hosts would not progress to the knockout phase. But a 4-1 victory over Ecuador in their final game saw them become the first Caribbean nation to win a match at the Beach Soccer World Cup.
The Bahamas finished Group A in third position, with Switzerland and Senegal advancing to the quarter-finals.
The last 8 also included the tournament's most successful nation, Brazil, as well as the 2 2015 finalists, Tahiti and Portugal.
Having claimed their first FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup 2 years ago, reigning champions Portugal were one of the favourites for the crown once again.
We feel good. It's brilliant to be here in the Bahamas as the world champions. We know that it's going to be very hard to repeat it, but we'll do everything we can to make it happen so that we can lift that trophy again.
Sentimos-nos bem por estar aqui, felizes.
The atmosphere is great, and we're happy to be here, trying to relift the title we won in 2015.
Estamos aqui com esse objetivo e muito contentes.
That's obviously our goal, and we're motivated and focused on achieving it.
Aquilo que pretendemos fazer.
It's a unique feeling to be a world champion. It's so hard to achieve it, and it's certainly not something you experience every day. That's why it's great to come here holding the world title.
Portugal were runners-up in 2005, in what was the tournament's first year as a FIFA event. But 2 years ago, on home sand, they lifted their maiden FIFA Beach Soccer title.
Foi fantástico.
It was incredible. We were playing at home in front of our fans, achieving something that no other senior football team from Portugal had ever done was a brilliant feeling.
In a World Cup final, it's impossible not to have adrenaline, especially at home with our fans. That made it even more emotional, and the motivation was greater still. All that mixed together allowed us to win the title that we wanted so badly.
Through to the quarter-finals here, Portugal faced perennial opponents Brazil. It was their 7th encounter in the tournament's history. No two sides have met more often.
It will be a difficult game. We know Brazil are a very tough opponent. Ever since they've had their new coach, they haven't been beaten by any team. It will be really hard for us, but we've beaten them before. We'll try to do that again. We have to. It's the only way for us to get where we want to be, which is the final.
I want this so much, just as the whole team wants this world title again. As I've said, we know it's hard, but we'll do everything we can to feel the emotions of 2015. So that's what the team wants. We all want to achieve our goal.
The game lived up to its billing. Immediately from kick-off, Portugal took the lead. Brazil equalised seconds later. After 18 minutes, it was 2-2 before Brazil took the lead through Coutinho. The champions weren't finished, however, as Jordan looked to have sent the game to extra time. But Rodrigo's stunning strike moments before full-time proved to be the winner. Brazil had booked their place in the semi-finals. The defending champions were going home.
Brazil would be South America's only representatives in the last 4 following Paraguay's exit. Italy beat Senegal and Iran defeated Switzerland.
For the first time in the tournament's history, 4 different confederations were represented in the semi-finals. Tahiti faced Iran, whilst Brazil took on the Italians.